Hello, Graham Vincent, violin maker and musician. Uh, it's Monday, and actually it did strike me. I leapt out of bed Monday morning, got ready to come into the workshop, just how very different that was from some of my past life, where at one stage I was sort of working in a design office and what have you, and yeah, I don't remember leaping out of bed with any great joy on those occasions. Anyway, that's all behind me. What am I doing now? I am making another octave violin, a cornerless octave violin, because the last one kind of inspired someone to order one. In fact, they'd ordered it before I'd finished the other one because they liked the concept. Anyway, they've since seen the finished one, and yes, so here I am, beavering away, making another one. So this is cornerless, and it's in figured ash. Now that, believe it or not, is the front. I've made quite a few violins in the past with hardwood fronts. What have I done? There's obviously the bog oak one that I've just finished. There was one with lime wood. There were two with balsa wood. There was what else have I done? Let me think. One with wormy chestnut. Did I say cedar? Can't remember now. And three with Spanish cedar, Cedrilla odorata. And I must admit, the Spanish cedar one, or ones, I mean, well, all of them have been kind of contrary to what you would expect, contrary to what everything we're led to believe about, you know, softwood pine being really important for the fronts of instruments. So it'd be interesting to see how this particular one in ash works out. If it works out as well as the one in oak, then you'll be laughing basically. When I make violins with ash, figured ash generally, they have quite a nice warm kind of sound. So I'm expecting, you know, I'm expecting more of the same effectively. And if that is the case, it will be a lovely violin. Yeah. It's also, it's going to have a carved head on the top. It's going to have a horse head carved onto it, because that's, I mean, I've kind of made a bit of a rod for my own back with this one, because I don't know if you've seen it, but I carved a violin with a ram's head. That was the first figure I carved on a violin head, and then after that I carved the one I've just finished recently with the green man. And if I'm clever, I'll put those in the edit. Probably not, knowing me. Yeah, and so the lady who's ordered this, because horses have been a very large part of her life, has asked for a horse's head. So that sounds quite demanding, but I shall do my best. Yeah. So I probably won't. I'll probably upload this before I've actually carved the head, but I'll follow that up in the next video anyway. In the meantime, I'm just putting the channel, the gouge here, because what I do is I sort of put a flat on the side, and then I put the purfling channel in. I then put the purfling in. I then sort of carry on and get the shape closer to what I want, and then I put the channel in and then carry on refining the shape. So this, for instance, here I've started putting that sort of scoop in there, whereas on this side there's nothing yet. So that's what I'm doing. That'll probably take me the best part of a day to do both sides, and then I will, because this is the front, I know it looks more like a back, but that's the front. I'll then mark out the F-holes and actually sort of refine the sculpting around the F-holes, because that, you know, it's not just simply a question of it being a nice shape then with F-holes cut into it. What's happening around the F-holes is affected by the fact that there are F-holes there, and I like to actually carve quite a bit of shape into that, so that I need to do that before I thickness the plates down, if that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't always do that. I mean, in the past I have actually sort of kind of thickness the plates and then put the F-holes in, and it does mean that you can't be quite as expressive in the shaping of the timber around the F-holes as you might when you still have that, you know, when they're not down to thickness. You've got lots of timber to play with, basically. So yeah. One thing I need to get organized fairly soon is, I mean, I actually, my Patreons, there aren't that many of them, but they are massively appreciated by me. I am making a violin, which will be effectively drawn in a raffle for my Patreons. So every dollar, every pound, every dollar, I guess, I'll work it in dollars. Every dollar that you Patreons have actually sort of given me, it equates to one entry. So one of them, and there's still time for it to be you, shameless plug here, we'll be getting a nice handmade violin from me. And I'm not quite sure. I've been umming and ahhing with what I should make, and I think I have kind of decided. I think I'm going to make a 5-string cornerless fiddle, so something a little bit out of the ordinary. So, and I mean, I've made 5-string cornerless violins before. I was very happy with the last one. It was a lovely thing. So if I can repeat that and make another nice one, that'd be great. Yeah. Oh, this is looking nice. I like this. It's going to be very interesting having I mean, I've seen, obviously, I'm sure we've all seen electric violins with really nice figured fronts on, but of course acoustic violins, we're not used to seeing that. So it's really going to be quite interesting seeing a violin with a highly figured front. It's going to look more like a little Les Paul almost, I suspect. Rather nice. As for the Patreon violin, I haven't decided what timber to make that out of. Quite tempted to actually do one in a really weird mixture. I'm thinking I've got some more of this lovely figured ash, so I'm thinking maybe the figured ash but with a Spanish cedar front, because the sound that produced was just so fabulous. Mind you, I haven't heard this one yet, so who knows. But that's one train of thought. I don't know if you can see it on this, but once again I've gone for the single line of purfling. So I'm using a much wider, in this case it's bog oak line, because I really like the look of that. It's not it's quite elegant. It's not as fussy as traditional purfling. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day there. I've just a little bit of musing, a little bit of whittering. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea, I think, and then crack on with this. Anyway, so signing off for now. Look after yourselves. Cheers, folks. Bye.